Good day, fish tankers. We all love angelfish. Here you can see my angels long ago. One is still in my tank, and they're not kissing, they actually having a bit of a territorial tiff there. That was the female on the left and the male on the right. Female still with us, as I've said, but they can be aggressive. And also, what can you keep with angelfish if you're not only keeping the angelfish themselves? Well, I've had some experience with angelfish now for a long time, and I think what works at this point in time. So here's a list of the 10 best tank mates for angelfish. Stick around. Now, as with all compatibility issues, you've got to find fish that won't trigger an aggression response with the angels. So you don't want something that looks too similar that they're going to think is one of their kind. And then you also don't want something that's going to bully the angels. And you want something that is going to fit into the water parameters and the general kind of conditions that the angelfish like. And then one of the number one rules of fish compatibility, if something can fit into a fish's mouth, it's food. So you don't want fish that can easily be swallowed by the angel. I have them there with Coridor Tetras, that's fine. But when the Coridor Tetras go in there and they're still small, there's always one and two that disappear down the angelfish's gullet. So keeping shrimps with angels, I think, is a no-no. There'll always be exceptions to the rule, but they'll turn into a very expensive snack. So I will give shrimps a miss in a tank with angelfish. And for the same reason, nanofish like these Axelrodi rasboras and these tiny little chili rasboras are a definite no-no, because the angel will make quick work out of them. Then of course I've got long flowing fins, so fin nippers like tiger barbs as well as danios is also not suitable with angels in an aquarium. So too very aggressive cichlids like these jewel cichlids, they'll make the angel's life hell, as will these big guys like the jaguar cichlids and African cichlids for the same reason, but also because they like very hard alkaline water, which is not what the angels like. So number one, Coridor Catfish. Many different kinds. Here you see the albino, and here is the trilineatus. But they are peaceful little bottom-dwelling catfish. They'll mop up the food that falls down. Remember to feed them as well, specifically of sinking tablets, but get a group of at least 6 or more, and they a nice fish there to take up the bottom space in any aquarium that features angels as a centerpiece. So many different types, and you even have longfin types like these longfin bronze corridoras. That's a little catfish that's compatible with almost anything. Then BristleNOS Plecos. They'll keep the algae away. They're too big for the angels to bother with, but they're also smaller, so they won't bother your angels, and you get many different color varieties and different species like these starlight plecos. That's part of the genus Ancestris that we refer to loosely as BristleNOS Plecos. But stay away from the common pleco, because they'll latch onto your angel's sides and they just become too big. Then at number 3 we've got the silver dollar. They're biggish fish, so it's for a large tank and you need a group of them. And a caveat, don't put them in a planted aquarium. If you only have hardscape or plastic plants, very great. But plants, they'll eat like a lawnmower. So in a planted tank, they're out, but they can go very well with angelfish. And it is a good sight to behold, unless you want to plant a tank. Then Rosy Tetras. Have a group of at least 6 or more. They're nice in that pink color. Have got that heart shape, so they can't be eaten. And they are not fin nippy, in contrast to the Serpate Tetra. Don't confuse them with Serpate Tetras. Get Rosy Tetras, they're not fin nippers. So I found from experience that they work very well with angels. A little bit of a shoaling fish sets off the angels beautifully. In that same vein, if you like a more yellowish tinge, the lemon tetra is a great choice. That yellow becomes more pronounced in a planted tank. And also can't be eaten, they're not fin nippy, looks great in a shell, and offsets the bigger angels very, very nice. So lemon tetras is another tetra that I can recommend. Then the diamond tetra works very well with angels as well. Know that from experience. A bigger tetra, They're not fin nippy. They've got those beautiful diamond scales. You see the theme I'm going with here. These heart-shaped tetras as opposed to the torpedo-shaped ones. They can't get swallowed up by the angels, and most of them are not fin nippers, so it works well in combination. It looks visually good. And another one that's closer to a torpedo shape is the Emperor Tetra, but they're quite feisty and they're bigger, but they're not fin nippers, and they've also worked out very, very well in my tank with the single angel that I have now. And they also like to breed if it's a very densely planted tank. Some of the eggs will escape being eaten, as will some of the fry, and you'll have a little breeding colony like I have now. Then Dwarf Cichlids. They are a big family, but this Apistogramma McMasteri has worked out very well with my angel. You've got to have a big enough tank, at least a 4-foot tank, so they can get into their own spaces, you know, like they have a little cave or some stack of spiderwood to go into. Not if the space is at a premium. The bigger the tank, the better. Then number 9, the POgami. It's one of these bigger garamis, but they peaceful as opposed to a blue gourami or Cosby or free spot gourami. They're not fast movers. They've also got flowing fins but look different than the angel. And I think the POgami is a very underrated larger gourami that goes very well with the angelfish. They also like planted tanks, and just a great fish to offset the looks of your angels. And a very similar gourami to that in terms of care is the Moonlightgami. They really come into their own as they grow. So Moonlightgami is also something that can go well with angelfish. But then at least a 55-gallon or more tank. That's what you need anyway to keep angels long term. Right, well, those are the tank mates. But here's something for you guys. Tell me in the comment section below, discus with angelfish. Is it a yes or is it a no? Back in the days, it was sort of a no because the angelfish are tougher and they compete with the discus and they could carry parasites that they are immune to, but the discus are not. But tell me, have you successfully kept angels and discus? Do you think it is a good combination or not? Is it a yay or nay for you? Now, here is a picture of my 29-gallon tank where I was growing out the angels in. You see what it used to look like then. It's almost unrecognizable. Please remember to subscribe. And as always, take good care of those domestic denizens of the deep.